Hello and how are you? Hey friends, welcome to the Shen Show. I am your host, Shenandoah Briscoe, coming to you live right here in St. Charles, Missouri. Well, apparently I'm in uh, Facebook jail. They won't allow me to post over there with the Shen Show. They allowed me to do the Bible earlier, but I don't know if that's going to change too because whatever, somebody found something in my curriculum offensive. And so there you go. Now, who found it? I don't know. What they said? I don't know. But they ain't gonna let me know either. So, that's just the way it is. Anyway, today's Tuesday, September the 5th, 2023. Got some happy birthday shout outs going out to Jon Bennett, Dina Hassan, and Cathy Rader. And so, without further ado, here is a birthday song for the three of you. Hey, Cathy. Hey, Jon. Hey, Dinah. Hey, I heard it's your birthday today. So, happy birthday, I'm the same. You're 1 more year older today, so a happy birthday to you, I say. I said, hey, Jon. Hey, Dina. Hey, Cathy. Hey, I heard it's your birthday today. Why, that's another trip around the sun that you made. I hope you're enjoying your special date because, well, it's your happy birthday day today. Day today. Microphone off. Yep, boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, get a job, get a job. Yep, boom, ba, bum, 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 get a job. All right, hey, my Shencho fans, we've got one flipped up. We've got one that has been bumped up from the Pokey Pow special poke return for you right now, Cathy. I'm sorry, Amanda Sue Little. That's right. She is now a Shincho fan, so she's bumped into the Shincho fan group. Plus, she's still a Pokey Pal. Hooray, hooray! And Diana Gray, and then sweet sunny day girl, a.k.a. Rachel. And those are the Shincho fan shoutouts for today. Let's see what's going on into the weather forecast for today. Today's weather has been iffy and goofy and weird. It was 86 this morning, and now it's brought her down to 85. It's been goofy, overcast day, but it looks like we might get a little bit of rain somewhere later on today. Hopefully, we can always use a little rain. So anyway, for the rest of the forecast for the evening, thunderstorms and some may contain locally heavy rains, especially this evening. Gusty winds and small hail are possible. Low temperatures near 70 degrees Fahrenheit for the overnight, and winds south to southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chances of rain 60%. And then for Wednesday, September the 6th, except for a few afternoon clouds, mainly sunny skies, high temperatures near 82 degrees Fahrenheit with winds west to northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Clear skies overnight, low temperatures around 60 degrees Fahrenheit, winds west to northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then for Thursday, September the 7th, sunny skies with high temperatures near 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies overnight, low temperatures of 58 degrees Fahrenheit, winds north at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then for Friday, September the 8th, few clouds early and then otherwise mostly sunny. High temperatures near 81 degrees Fahrenheit with the winds north to northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Clear skies overnight, low temperatures of 57 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be north to northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then Saturday, 9th of September, mainly sunny skies with high temperatures of 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds north to northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Clear skies overnight, low temperatures of 56 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds light and variable north to northeast at about 6 miles per hour. And then for our fifth and final day of our 5-day forecast for the St. Charles viewing area, sunshine. Let's say Sunday on the 10th. September 10th, that is, mostly sunny skies. High temperatures near 81 degrees Fahrenheit with winds northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies overnight, low temperatures around 60 degrees Fahrenheit with winds light variable east to northeast at about 5 miles per hour. And that, my friends, is your 5-day forecast for the St. Charles viewing area. All right, let's do it. We're gonna bring up some. I'm hoping. Uh, there's got to be some sort of songs out there that I know. Um, yeah, that's just a shame. That's all. Song lyrics. That's just a shame. Phil Collins. Okay, it's called That's All. Just as I thought it was going all right, I found out I'm wrong when I thought it was right. It's always the same. It's just a shame. That's all. That's all. I could say day and you'd say night till it's black when I know that it's white. I say it's always the same. It's just a shame. That's all. I could leave, but I won't go. Bro, my heart might tell me so. I can't feel anything from my head down to my toes. So why does it always seem to be looking at you, you looking at me? It's always the same. It's just a shame. That's all. Turn me on, turn me off, making me feel like I want too much. Living with you just put me through it all of the time. Running around, saying out all night, taking it all instead of taking one bite. Leaving me, living with you is just to put me through it all of the time. I could leave, but I won't go. I'd be easier, I know. I can't feel a thing from my head down to my toes. But why does it always seem to be me looking at you, you looking at me? It's always the same, it's just a shame. That's all. Truth is, I love you more than I wanted to. There's no point in trying to pretend. There's been no one who makes me feel like you do. Say we'll be together till the end. I could leave, but I won't go. I'd be easier, I know. I can feel things from my head down to my toes. But why does it always have to be me looking at you, you looking at me? It's always the same, it's just a shame. That's all. Just as I thought I was going all right, I found out I was wrong and I thought I was right. Always the same, it's just a shame. That's all. I could say day and you'd say night. Tell me it's black when I know that it's right. It's always the same, it's just a shame. That's all. That's all. Yeah, okay, let's say we boogered that song all up. Okay? We did. We boogered it all up. And now, you know why I don't do the contemporary music and songs of the 80s and 90s. Because, well, I can't do that. I can't do them. I can tell a story about a man named George. Or is that Henry? Henry, that is, not George. Song lyrics, Henry VIII, I am. I'm Henry Henry the Eighth I am. Henry the Eighth I am. I am. I got married to the widow next door. She's been married 7 times before, and everyone was a Henry. Henry. She would have a Willie or a Sam. No Sam. I'm a red old man named Henry. I'm Henry the Eighth I am. Second verse, same as the first. I'm Henry the Eighth I am. Henry the Eighth I am. I am. I got married to the widow next door. She's been married 7 times before, and everyone was a Henry. Henry. She wouldn't have a Willie or a Sam. No Sam. I'm her eighth old man named Henry. I'm Henry the Eighth I am. Oh, I'm Henry the Eighth I am. Henry the Eighth I am. I am. I got married to the widow next door. She's been married 7 times before, and everyone was a Henry. Henry. She wouldn't have a Willie or a Sam. No Sam. I'm her eighth old man named Henry. I'm Henry the Eighth I am. That's Henry, 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 Henry the Eighth I am, I am, Henry the Eighth I am. Yeah, there. Uh, Song lyrics. There's a little black spot on the sun today. It's called the King of Pain, and it is by the Police, which is who I thought it was by. But there's a little black spot on the sun today. It's the same old spot as yesterday. There's a black cat caught in a high treetop. There's a flagpole rag and the wind won't stop. I have stood here before inside the pouring rain, with the world turning circles running round in my brain. I guess I'm always hoping that you'd end this rain, but it's my destiny to be the king of pain. There's a little black spot on the sun today. That's my soul up there. It's the same old thing as yesterday. That's my soul up there. Now there's a little black hat caught in a high treetop. That's my soul up there. Now there's a flagpole ragging, and the wind won't stop. That's my soul up there. I've stood here before inside the pouring rain, with the world turning circles running around in my brain. I guess I'm always hoping that you will end this rain, but it's my destiny to be the king of pain. There's a full fossil that's trapped in a high cliff wall. That's my soul there. There's a dead salmon frozen in a waterfall. That's my soul up there. There's a blue whale beached by a springtime air. That's my soul up there. There's a butterfly trapped in a spider's web. That's my soul up there. I've stood here before inside the pouring rain, with the world turning circles running round my brain. I guess I'm always hoping that you end this rain, but it's my destiny to be king of pain. There's a king on the throne, and his eyes turn out. There's a blind man looking for a shadow of doubt. There's a rich man sleeping on a golden bed. There's a skeleton cloak choking on the crust of bread. King of pain. There's a red fox torn by a huntsman's pack. That's my soul up there. There's a black winged gull with a broken back. That's my soul up there. Now there's a little black spot on the sun today. It's the same old thing as yesterday. I've stood here before inside the pouring rain, with the world turning in circles running around my brain. I guess I'm always hoping that you'll end this rain, but it's my destiny to be the king of pain, king of pain, king of pain, king of pain. I'll always be king of pain, king of pain, king of pain, king of pain, king of pain. Okay, all right. Here we go. We're going to go ahead and jump into story time for the kids. Story time for the kids today is going to be brought to you by Helping Hands Thrift Store and Foster Care Closet. Yes, Helping Hands Thrift Store and Foster Care Closet is a thrift shop over on 416 South Fifth Street. At 416 South Fifth Street, you are more than welcome to join them on Friday to welcome their brand new restaurant. So it's dine-in shopping at a thrift stop. Can't beat it. A thrift store with a restaurant attached to it. Or I tell you what, the goodies are never getting any better. So that'll be September the 8th. They will be having their grand opening for the store at Helping Hands Thrift Store and Foster Care Closet Diner. All right, come on by. Enjoy some eats. All right, okay, let's do that story time thing. We're gonna do that story time thing for the kids, for the kids. Gotta try that story time thing for the kids, for the kids. One time it's different, and another time it's the same. Always a great big stories that will drive you insane. Well, here we go with the story of Oh Do Do. Oh, here you go with the story of Do Do. Here you go. Ah, hip hop and bip and bad dee da bo bo ba dee dee doo dee doo bo 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 bo. We're gonna do a story of Pocahontas. Pocahontas was an Indian maiden, and she lived in the vast state of the United States prior to it being called the United States of America. Back then, it was just a new frontier, a new territory, a new discovery. But here we go. In the spring of 1607, three ships landed on the shore of what is now America. About 100 men, no women, were asked to come, stepped out on the sand to start a new life. No women were asked to come, but 100 men stepped out on the sand to start a new life. Is this right? Somehow or another, I'm missing something. Yeah, okay. That's right. That's right. Now, the men built 20 cabins and a fort to go around them all. They called their new town Jamestown, but they were not the only ones living on the land. Up and down the coast and for miles into the woods lived tribes of Native American Indians. Today, the area is called Virginia. Now, back then, it was called the Powhatan Confederacy. Over 30 tribes of the Powhatan Confederacy were ruled by one chief, and his name was Powhatan. Now, Chief Powhatan scouts told him that the new men had landed on the shore. They told him that the men had built a fort. They also told him the new men spoke in words no one had ever heard before. Pardon my throat, folks. It got a little scratchy there for a second. Anyway, spoken in words no one had heard before. They wore clothes no one had seen before. Now, Powhatan knew all that, and what he did not know, and what he wanted to know most of all, was where did they come from, and why were they here, and what would it be like to be their chief. Now his scouts told him some other news, too, that was most odd. No crops had been planted around the fort. No canoes were anywhere near the fort, and the men did not even stand by the river to fish. The men did not go into the woods to hunt either, said Powhatan. These men do not know how to plant, ride a canoe, fish, or hunt. It will be easier than I thought to be their chief. We will bring food to them, corn, beans, and squash. Without us, they will starve. And I, Powhatan, who rules 30 tribes, will rule over them too. Father, let me come with you, said Powhatan's daughter, Pocahontas. No one had ever seen her slip into the longhouse. I want to see the fort too. Surely not, said her father. You have work to do here. When you are done, you may play with your sisters. I play with them every day, said Pocahontas. Father, please, I'll be good. Powhatan smiled. Ah, my princess, he said, how can I say no to that face? At last, an adventure for Pocahontas. She felt sure that if she had to sew beads onto one more moccasin or fit one more basket with berries, she would burst. So Chief Powhatan was with scouts carrying baskets of corn, beans, and squash, and with Pocahontas beside them, all went over to the fort. Now, when they got there, they sat down the baskets and stepped back. In a moment, men burst out of the fort with big smiles on their faces. You can be sure there was much joy. Pocahontas saw something else that made her smile too. Four boys, a bit older than she, came out with the other men. She waved to the boys, and they waved back. And when the grown-ups were trying to talk to each other with their arms and hands, she said to them, want to play? They did not understand her words, but soon they were showing her how to play tag and stickball, and she was showing them how to do cartwheels. After a while, Pocahontas called. Uh, Pocahontas called Pocahontas. It's time to go. And every 4 or 5 days after that, Pocahontas came back with the others to the fort. Each time, Pocahontas scouts, Pocahontas scouts carried corn, squash, and beans, sometimes for a special treat, maple sugar. too. Pocahontas learned the names of her new friends, James, Nathaniel, Richard, and Samuel, and they learned hers. She also learned the names of their leader, John Smith. Now, as the days got shorter, the rain stopped coming, the corn in the fields dried up, the squash and the beans on the vine dried up, berries on the bushes dried up, and we cannot take food to the fort any more, said Powhatan. We need to save all we have so our people will make it through the winter. We must go to the fort and tell them. When the men in the fort heard the news, they got angry. They marched into their cabins. They came out with guns and shot the guns into the sky. Powhatan got angry too. He said, I warn you, white man, do not go anywhere near our village. If you do, you will be sorry. And the men of Jamestown could not understand what Powhatan was saying, but they could tell from his big face that they were not friends anymore. Soon after that, John Smith was going through the woods looking for food. He was close to the village of Powhatan, too close. Powhatan's brother and some of their tribe saw him pass. In a flash, they jumped out at him. They held John Smith down and took him back to Powhatan's village. Now it will be done once and for all, said Powhatan. I will be chief to all the people in the fort. That winter, John Smith could not leave the village. Still, Powhatan made him feel at home. Powhatan, who knew him from before, spent time with him. Day after day, they would teach each other the words that each other's people spoke. As the snow melted, the people of Powhatan's village started to get ready for a festival. Powhatan called John Smith into his lodge. The festival will soon be here, he said. What festival? Said John Smith. Now he could better understand the Powhatan was saying. The festival to mark the time when your people join my people, when I become your chief. That will never happen, shouted John Smith. Powhatan did not know the words the young man was saying, but the chief couldn't tell that John Smith was angry. He could tell that John Smith was angry. Your people have no choice, said Powhatan. If you will not join my tribe, you must die. No one saw Pocahontas slip into the longhouse, and Powhatan said, put his head on the rock. Two strong braves grabbed John Smith, and they pushed his head down on the rock. Powhatan lifted a large rock above him, ready to strike. No! The girl cried out. All of a sudden, Pocahontas rushed up and bent over John Smith, placing her own head over his. Now, Powhatan held the rock high in the air. Pocahontas, he cried out, move away. I will not move, she said, turning her head to the side. Let him be. Let all of them be. Powhatan held up the rock. Then he lowered his arms. My daughter, he said in a soft voice, you are right. No good can come from hurting these people. After that, Powhatan set John Smith free. Powhatan's tribes brought food again to the men in the fort, this time smoked meat and fish. In return, the men in the fort gave them glass beads and copper. They traded what they could, and each was the better for it. And that was that. So, I guess that was story time with TV Grandpa. That's the end of that. Looks like the Bible. The daily bread portion of the program. Brought to you today by the Bible with Briscoe 2023. The Bible with Briscoe 2023 is a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Today's reading in the Bible with Briscoe 2023 is going to be Psalms 146 through 147 and 1 Corinthians 15, 1 through 28. Everything is against me. Oh, yeah, we know that feeling so well. There are folks out there that feel that way every day. Everything is against them. Well, we're going to go to Genesis 42, 29 through 36, and find out what everything against you could possibly mean. And so here we go. Now, when they came to their father Jacob in the land of Canaan, they told him all that had happened to them. They said, "The man who is Lord over the land spoke harshly to us and treated us as though we were spying on the land. But we said to him, 'We are honest men. We are not spies. We were 12 brothers, sons of one father. One is no more, and the youngest is now with our father in Canaan.' Well then, the man who is Lord over the land said to us, 'This is how I will know whether you are honest men. Leave one of your brothers here with me and take food for your starving household and go. Well, but bring your youngest brother to me, so I will know that you are not spies, but honest men. Then I will give your brother back to you, and you can trade in the land.' And as they were emptying their sacks, there in each sack was his pouch, each man's pouch of money or silver. When they had and their father saw the money pouches, they were frightened. Their father Jacob said to them, 'You have deprived me of my children. Joseph is no more, and Simon is no more. And now you want to take Benjamin? Everything is against me.' And that was that. He believed everything was against him because they were taking his kids from him. He didn't know that the man that was in charge of the land was his younger son. Uh, but anyway, he had no clue that Joseph was the man in charge of the land. All right. Anyway, hey, that's the daily bread portion of the program, which concludes the Shen show for today. And so, I've got one more song for you, and it goes, "Oh, goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. I said goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must go. Oh, so goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. Goodbye, my friends. Goodbye." No topic for today, but we don't have to have one every day. Alrighty then. Hey, that's it. That's all. That's the Shin Show in a nutshell. We're out. We're gone. Have a blessed day, and hey, like and share. Bye bye.